Hello viewers, and welcome again to another edition of your program called Talk to the Camera with me, Kona Sesay. Viewers, the camera can work out with you now, a place called the Banana Water Community. For talk to people and within authority in this community about what in this community they're all about, and what are some of the challenges and what the people of this community they face, and what are some of the reasons we're going to make somebody want for live among the people of the Banana Water Community. Good morning to you and welcome to this interview. Mina Kona Sesay from Sierra Network. Could you please introduce yourself?
Well, Mina Alibangura, Mina Clark Nadibari for Chief Yao Pose Empower Banana.
Alright. As Clark Nadibari, you go please tell me what your job there about?
Well, my job there about for write someone to people report to people and make them come Nadibari for cancer to the chief on different issues but in terms of wounding and faith, the Bari no deal with that.
Alright. So how long you don't do this work?
Well, I don't do them for the past 4 to 5 years now. We still do them.
Alright. So whose community we do so presently?
Within the Banana community, we cover rights around the environs. We Congo Tong, Morin Tong and other different areas them.
Alright. So as you don't do this work for past 4 to 5 years now, you go tell you what's your experience?
Well, the experience is great because this barrier and a different barrier all around because people they come from Elta Skelter for Cancer Mon and we bring camp peace and we don't make past 3,000 peace from where Kana is barrier. We don't make peace them from different areas. People will left for talk for 5 years. That's the barrier about. We don't want to make people in the faith in the community and this barrier safe get one law now. Man not for beat human. We know say you beat human you do wrong. Cancel the chief can able to amend them. If you know say enable, can go back to pull them. That's not the simple thing we this barrier do.
Alright. So you mentioned things them way on another they put anti get for do with wounding and all they can go to the police. And you also mentioned say person beating woman they come here. You know what are some of the fine they when they pay where somebody go against the rules they wanna put?
Well, this is a community where we all come together as a community, call people and ask and say if this person do so. Now we all agree, not to one person agree, say chief take your decision. Now we all agree, say if you beat human, for let it minimize, you say you pay 200,000. Not only money important, but if you go beat human, you go damage, you go kill him. That's not the community get bad name. So we not decide for doing anything. We just put some together and getting the people in who say they know for do them. So a beat human, we they call the police come inside and then police go investigate you because sometimes damage don't call to the person. Maybe you don't get problem or inside the body don't get problem. So the police can come inside and handle that case.
Alright. So now which police station I can normally go to?
Well, we go to Congo Cross police station because now in and Congo Cross can find the case to different angles inside police station.
As person we don't been at the position of clerk for over 4 to 5 years now, what do you go tell me about the peace within this community?
Well, I would tell you say no community not the way they enjoy peace reach Banana because Banana are an example to anybody. Even the president, the last time the former president make mention of Banana for make people copy the example of Banana because we don't create the peace for make people make example for we because we not the first time are the baddest communities, but now where you can't say if you say peace day. Person no go fet because you fet you get problem. Where you cause you get problem. So we then go to picking them up for make them be a better person than tomorrow. Not for now, not for tomorrow. Because you no go see your mama because say you glad you say your mama don't talk fine word. But when your mama cause, you say no go cause. So that the things in Andy.
Alright, so where somebody cause they can cancel someone and get fined for pay because of a cause?
Well, yes, you get fined for pay. So next day no go do it again.
I'm not taking pay.
Most you can pay, it depends on waiting waiting we feel say if we pay make you no go do it again. And that's what they do. We know they say you get stagnant price now. So now you look you paying sometimes because of the kind of gravity of what you do or the things the way inside you for do them will not make you pay. But if you do it intentionally, you pay because make you not go do them again.
Alright. You know when you talk of peace, you get for remember a certain group of people we get for be youths. You know, when for peace then a community get a lot for do with the youth them. So which role the youth them can play in this community for ensure that peace day?
Well, this community is strategic, one of the best community I don't ever live in. I don't do it. We get a youth system, we get a structure we put where the chairman we get the youth chairman where they facilitate the youth business. Where the youth and Kiwango or range now the chairman they can't to the chief now this for do, chief now that for do. So we call the youth them back to a meeting and the chief get one thing we can do. The last year where this COVID-19, it can't be call the youth and give them something way for making them make able for do better thing. Who buy buckets, buy face masks. They share to people where they come from inside the community, making all out Corona inside here. Okay. So that the chief they do. So even to the last speaking self where they don't, they expect the chief say the chief na person.
Alright. So what will be your final message to the youth them of this community about peace? Well,
we not get too much for say to the youth of this community about peace because they already know peace na the bedrock of this community. Nobody know the way go challenge the peace of this community because this community built with peace and stability. And even if you go safe now, you go ask anybody say who the chief, he will tell you say na woman. And for the mere fact na woman, he ready for challenge for anything where they deal with bad things them, anything. This community you will see say picking and there. Where the year done, the chief they come. So they find the way the community don't give. They give them, they return back the fines to the people them. Say for make the community, for make the mosques, because the mosques are a very big in place now. Where people 90% of the people there are Muslim. So they give back to the mosques, it make for community development, it give them back. So that should say the money, not for the money, now for the peace he wants. So then kind of person day, if you want to make bad stuff, you know go say, no, this I like. Yeah, minister don't care. Honorable don't care. They don't come praise the mommy for what the mommy do. So you know to exception we don't care. So that not just how the mommy they work and for sure say it is ready for work for the community and for the country. Okay. This is now just an example for our leader for work.
All right, plenty. Thank you to you.
Thank you very much.
Hello sir and welcome to this interview. Do you introduce yourself?
Nina Alaji Sheikh Mohammed Mara Masidu Nuru Banana Wata.
What is your position where you hold now this Banana Water community?
The position of me a deputy imam for talk to the people, spiritual leader for talk to the people in the masjid. At the same time, they go around with the talk to the people because mortal man need advice. Just like we people learn upline where them born, where the cow they born, we small. As you don't begin pull horns, so then they put rope on them because of a line not go astray. Okay. Now, so the same thing, picture with the preaching, they grow up, we not get for control there. Put them to good way. Christian, Muslim, are that good two religion now we get in this country. Okay. I would appeal to the people, especially in our community, let everybody involved in religion. Now, the last sit down, they be called tomorrow, the day of judgment, and religion, then they go judge you for. So we get call up them, but alhamdulillah, the control down there at the year 2004 at one time in the past now, they attack me and say this na in the labo na that pan body mock stand like an angel. The one creep me, but God Almighty saved me from there. That day they to now quite different thing. Now alhamdulillah, I will tell God Almighty thank you.
Right, so in other words, you try for say that community there where you be in 2004 now a different community to now. No. So is it that the mosques get in part where it play part this change?
Yeah, mosques great role part because we they see some bad bobo them be what them been doing as now they sit in a masjid and they can't pray. Okay. Then they be ask me Sunday why the pastor if he holds until they hide down. I know one last year in my hand. Okay. So then they na big success we don't do in this community.
Be it that you are the imam for this community, please tell me what are some of the challenges them way you don't face as imam of this community ever since when you come here?
Well, the challenge of the community we get one big problem because they see some bobo then they can't wait, then they can't in this area. The original people that them belong to here, we not one day see them problem. Okay. But stranger bobo then they can't play her, but before they know say this na stranger, then don't go away. Now that problem, like example, this morning we already see Adena also big confusion, then say arata out to people let them fight, then would not policeman, then Gazi big button man, then can this community this morning.
Alright, so this arata we refer to na mortal man?
Na mortal man, yes. Na mortal man.
So it don't cause problem for the community?
Well, actually, but me, they respect me. Anytime you see me, they respect, but would they read the habok, they read the habok for say they can't play habok naya. This morning, self with the share with the people there. But you call police there, they invite them, the policeman then says then give your advice to the community what them for do.
Alright, so when people like Arata or any other person can come for cause havoc for this community, what are some of the things they want can do where they serve as disciplinary measures?
Alhamdulillah, we get with noble chief naya. Now, like this community, anybody cause Anybody perform rudeness, if 30 company, then they come to chief. If he make reluctant, then they call police. Then they give fine away cost. At that fine, the end of the year, because na chief way, it not be chief for say one car chief money. No, he get what he eat. The end of the year, all what they get from the community, they return to the community for develop community. Mr. said, don't weakness that.
Alright, so what are some of the developments that you don't see?
The development number one, let us take and say, look at the masjid first, we don't make them 2 floor. Don't understand? We they try for build up. Now one of the big success that one day. At the same time, the people and they try for build for them call like them broke pan body then try they. Some people and they try for make them block.
So finally, as Imam of this community, we all know the Ramadan is fast approaching. What will be your message to people of this community when you get for do with the Ramadan?
Well, my message to the community, let everybody involved, because at the end of the day, no matter which condition, what you achieve now, it be super world power president, it be president, it be anything, God Almighty say, without afraid and they succeed tomorrow for go paradise. He live now this world, so if he live before 100 years, he don't useless. So definitely in the next world, forever and ever live in place, will not ever die day. If you go hellfire, na punishment. If you go paradise, na goodness. So you better love in paradise. If you in paradise, na peace and love and unity. But what in they bring peace and love and unity, na let me say justice. If you justice prevail na the community, definitely peace they come. Because somebody they in church or say they bring peace, they not go bring peace. Where justice na number one priority before about peace they can, love they can. Yeah.
Plenty thank you to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
Hello to you, welcome to this interview. Your name?
Hello, my name Kelvin Godwin Rogers.
Alright. So Kelvin, now which community you there?
At the Banana Water community.
Alright. When you call the name Banana Water, you know, people can normally think, is it not because banana bakude, or is it that water day or an island or waiting?
Well, this is not just a name inherited from the people and force within the community. Not just a community who say the less people and can come around and try for developing life, because when you say Banawata community, they not think about Banawata actually, because they deal with Sansan and even the side for the fishing. Now from they get I for say the ground inside the fish they come out with them, they forget for supply some of the people at the market.
Alright. So when rain season can come, how it can tell for the people of Banana Water, be it that then get side within the fishing?
For the rain season it not easy actually. It can bad, but then they manage. For example, most of the people they reside closely to the water. And where the rain can come heavily, I think you say that just in spring it can enter some people houses. During the rain season it can face and then constrain them, but God they make a way that we don't then they able for to get small solution to that.
Alright, so what's way and which way them way una can do for see that when the rain come people them go be safe?
The first of all, like the chief now the community can call some of them people and they give them advice, say them for stay off the water so that they may come more closely, so at least then go come further when the rain they come, when the water go full they not go get affected.
Alright, when you talk about fish, you also mentioned market. So the people of this community get market so that they can go buy.
Yeah. They get market so they can go buy like as I say the fish. So like we the boats and they go out for go get fish, go get the fishery with the way in base na the Banana community. Now they most of the market woman they can come buy the whole, then go sell for me then get the you living. And most of the young people around the community they survive by the fish.
So, what will be your message to the people of this community? Be it that the rain season they come soon, and as you say, some of them they live very close to the water.
Well, the advice people actually, if they close to the water, you just get for no say your life na income first, and actually you need for give yourself a space towards the rain season in disaster, because no matter it be in nature, you can't control them. So the best you can do, you can advise yourself and try for keep off the hedge to the water.
Plenty, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello to you and welcome to this interview. My name is Kona Sesay. Your name?
Jibrila Kamara,
Alright. Jibrila, you go please tell me the position where you hold in this community.
youth chairman.
Alright. How long you don't take as youth chairman?
1 year.
Alright. So if somebody want for Canada, this banana water community, Usugod and Usugod did they pass for each year?
It's supposed to concern to the chairman go lead them to the chief.
Alright. But then if you want for take transport for reaching a banana water, who side for pass?
You can use, if in a normally they come out, you can take a Moncton Junction. So we stop Moncton Junction, you can take bike for Kando Bananata.
Alright. For somebody who don't take 1 year in this banana water community as chairman, you go tell me what in you experience as chairman, youth chairman.
My own experience to which one, in which way?
Waiting and waiting them you don't dey observe ever since when you be the youth chairman.
To the community. Well, my community, because since in history days, I'm a bad community.
Okay.
But towards my ex-chairman there, likes of Mr. Ibrahim Toure Jr. and Sufyan Bongura, to the real time we didn't take this community, and thank God, so good so far, the community don't be indiscipline.
Alright. When you talk about not be bad community, what them may happen at this community?
Because now be drugs place, and then they take people picking them for good and on board. To then Korea man. From since then people and then they won't say wouldn't come, and that's cut off to my own side back and more be again.
Alright. So what be the una be the do or you ex chairman then be the do for see that then they stop?
Over the 3 people there. Each house will go and meet them. See this one they do so enough fine. Where you born a girl picking, and they can use them to the way you're not supposed to use them. Put her school, put her in a good way, we be to my will benefit you. But if you put her to the your mind up at dogs business, that's not go fine because no they gain nothing.
Alright.
So we go and advise them to them and the people then take them what they need to we, then stop.
Alright. So like when then thing then they happen, una be try for meet authorities them and talk to them about them or go to the police?
Of course, we'll go to the authority, even go to the Congo Coast police station and all know about that.
Alright. So then we make any arrest?
Of course, then they arrest people there. Then they arrest. But from 19 in the way it's cut off, so thank God, you need to begin. And arrestment done now.
Alright. So your position as youth chairman, what don't be the difficulties them so far, the challenge them where you don't face?
Thing hard because the youth in the Gombo, no job, no facility for the youth, and Mr. Adisia.
Alright. So in what thing exactly the youth of this community engage in? In skills? Which type of skills if not in skills?
Like my own community, Banana Water, most of them, some in a tilers, some in a fishing. But yes, more fishing. But now, then see all need work because job no dey. Because it's a bit do work, you need to get somebody who can give work. So then see all 9 months. Most of people also be do work here. Tilers, Messina, fitter, but also job no dey. They need to get work. So pass some also do all day. No job.
Alright. So what are some of the good things then if somebody want for Candy in the Banana community? What are some of the good things the way you go tell and we go make like a short say when you come, you go get anything in there and you go feel good for them among the people in Banana Water community?
Seriously, my sister, because my own community work not the but we peaceful.
Okay.
Because I believe in man, we dey in peace, you go okay. But my community peaceful. I'm not getting no issue with other people who wouldn't go and fight, for go arrest people or something. Somebody can't joke. No, yeah, you know, continue the all, you need to happy again. So the community is so peaceful. So I believe see somebody one can there, it must come because it's so peaceful.
Alright. So finally, what will be your message to the ministry responsible for youth business in Salon?
Thank you. To me, you say do at the place of government for the ministry would put more attention to the youth there because with the youth there would they be in right now. We not get no benefit to the gain. And just put to be and they say the youth and then for future tomorrow. But to now, you know, okay for we because things need to go down well. Seriously. So I would pray to God and would tell them say then concentrate to the youth. Then the youth can get more benefit, they then get job. So that's if more youth here a charge, so on side, then thing there will be say they go and meet people and go and talk them careless talk in the DB. Okay.
Plenty thank you to you.
Thank you too.
Viewers, una self don't listen to people them where they in authority in the Banana Water community. As they don't talk concerning the fine them where people they pay if they go against the rules them where they for govern the Banana Water community. And also una don't listen to the youth chairman as he don't talk about the difficulties them where they face in this community and about the peace within the Banana Water community. It is send message out there to the ministry responsible for youth business for saying not for forget the youth them at all, especially the one them within in community. We will bring the program come to you today. My name is Kona Sesay. Until we meet again to another edition of Talk to the Camera, I say tata.